Ever wondered why people lose respect for you, even when you think you're doing everything right? It might be due to certain attitudes you're unintentionally displaying. Let's take a look at this through the lens of Stoicism, a philosophy that dates back to ancient Greece and Rome. Stoicism teaches us about the art of living, focusing on virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It encourages us to control our responses to external events, to act virtuously, and to maintain tranquility. Now, you might be wondering, what does Stoicism have to do with respect? Well, it's simple. Stoicism can guide us to identify and rectify attitudes that may be costing us respect. In this video, we're going to explore 9 attitudes, as per Stoic philosophy, that can make people lose respect for an individual. So let's dive into the world of Stoicism and uncover these attitudes that might be sabotaging your respect among peers. Starting off with number 1, arrogance. This trait is a surefire way to lose respect. Now, let's clarify something. Arrogance is not the same as confidence. Confidence is believing in yourself, knowing your worth, and standing tall. Arrogance, on the other hand, is overestimating your worth and belittling others. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." This encapsulates the problem with arrogance. It blocks the path to growth, to learning, to respect. When we believe we know it all, we leave no room for new knowledge. We shut the doors on the wisdom that others can share with us. Arrogance, in its essence, is an inflated sense of self-importance. It's a wall, a barrier that separates us from others. It's a trait that not only diminishes our own respect, but also the respect others have for us. Remember, humility wins hearts and respect. Arrogance only distances people. Moving on to the second attitude, dishonesty. Nothing erodes respect faster than a lie. Stoicism, an ancient school of philosophy, places a great deal of emphasis on honesty and transparency. It's not just about avoiding false statements, but also about being authentic and forthright. Dishonesty, on the other hand, is like a termite that eats away at the foundation of your character, slowly but surely. It may give you short-term gains, but in the long run, it tarnishes your reputation. Once lost, trust is incredibly hard to regain. Think about it. Would you respect someone who deceives you, or would you respect someone who is upfront, even if the truth is hard to swallow? The answer is pretty clear, isn't it? Stoicism teaches us that honesty isn't just a virtue, it's the very fabric of a respectable person. So, let's be honest, not because it's easy, but because it's right. Truthfulness, according to Stoic philosophy, is a cornerstone of respect. The third attitude that can make people lose respect for you is lack of self-control. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy rooted in understanding and controlling our emotions, places a high value on discipline and self-control. It's about mastering our desires, not letting them master us. You see, impulsive behavior, a clear sign of lack of self-control, can lead to a myriad of problems. It can create chaos in our lives and the lives of those around us. It can make us appear unpredictable, unreliable, and even dangerous. On the other hand, self-control is seen as a sign of maturity, wisdom, and strength. It shows that we can manage our emotions, make rational decisions, and take responsibility for our actions. Imagine a river. Without banks, it's just a flood, destructive and chaotic. But with banks, it becomes a powerful force, carving landscapes and nurturing life. That's the power of self-control. So cultivate self-control. It's a sign of strength and earns respect. The fourth attitude is unreliability. No one respects someone they cannot count on. Stoicism, a practical philosophy rooted in ancient Greece, highly values reliability and dependability. It teaches us that consistency in actions and words is a cornerstone of respect and trust. We all know that feeling, that sinking in the pit of the stomach when someone lets us down. It is not a pleasant sensation, is it? Being unreliable is like being a shaky foundation for a building. If you're inconsistent, if you cannot be counted on, others will lose faith in you, and consequently, respect for you diminishes. Remember, respect is not just given, it is earned, and one of the ways to earn it is through reliability. In the grand scheme of life, being a person of your word, someone who follows through on commitments, is a virtue. It's about building a reputation of trustworthiness. Being reliable, in the eyes of Stoicism, is a key to gaining respect. The fifth attitude is disrespecting others. Respect is a two-way street. Stoicism, the ancient Greek school of philosophy, holds this principle in high esteem. It emphasizes the importance of treating all individuals with kindness and respect, regardless of their status or behavior. Stoics believe that our actions towards others are a reflection of our inner character. Disrespecting others is not just a sign of poor manners, but a display of weakness in character. Imagine a mirror. When you show disrespect towards others, it's as if you're smearing dirt on your own reflection. Not only do you tarnish your image in the eyes of others, but you also erode your own self-respect. Stoicism teaches that respect is a fundamental virtue, one that needs to be extended to all, irrespective of their actions towards us. In essence, treating others with disrespect is like digging a pit for oneself. It's a self-defeating action with consequences that affect not only relationships, but also our own self-esteem. Remember, to gain respect, you must give respect. The final 4 attitudes that can cost you respect are impatience, negativity, ingratitude, and lack of empathy. Let's delve into these. First, impatience. In our fast-paced world, this might seem like a virtue. You want things now, not later. But Stoicism teaches us otherwise. The Stoics valued patience as a pathway to understanding and wisdom. Impatience, on the other hand, often leads to hasty decisions, errors, and misunderstandings. It's like trying to sprint through a marathon. You might get ahead initially, but you'll likely burn out before the finish line. So, take a deep breath, slow down, and practice patience. Next, we have negativity. Now, it's natural to face negative thoughts and feelings. However, consistently displaying negativity can drain those around you and push them away. Stoicism teaches us to focus less on what's going wrong and more on how we can respond effectively. Remember, it's not the event itself, but our perception of it that causes distress. You have the power to shift your perspective, to turn the negative into a positive, or at least a learning experience. Third, consider ingratitude. We often take for granted the good in our lives, focusing instead on what we lack. This attitude of ingratitude can lead to a constant state of dissatisfaction. Stoicism, however, encourages us to appreciate the present moment and the blessings we have. By practicing gratitude, we not only foster contentment within ourselves, but also inspire those around us with our positive outlook. Finally, we come to lack of empathy. This attitude can be particularly damaging to your respect quotient. Stoicism teaches us that we are all part of a larger whole, interconnected and interdependent. When we lack empathy, we fail to recognize this fundamental truth. We distance ourselves from others and in turn lose their respect. Empathy isn't about agreeing with everyone, it's about understanding their perspective even if it differs from ours. It's about acknowledging their feelings even if we can't fully share them. In each of these attitudes, you can see a common thread: a focus on self over others, a disregard for the present moment, a resistance to the flow of life. And each of them can chip away at the respect you earn from others. But remember, Stoicism isn't about achieving perfection. It's about continuous growth, about striving to be better today than you were yesterday. So take a moment to reflect. Do you see any of these attitudes in yourself? If so, don't despair. Instead, consider it an opportunity for growth. Stoicism teaches us that our attitudes are within our control. We can choose patience over impatience, positivity over negativity, gratitude over ingratitude, empathy over indifference. These attitudes, according to Stoicism, can severely hamper your chances of earning respect. But with self-awareness and effort, you can change them. And in doing so, you can earn the respect you seek. Now that we've uncovered these 9 attitudes, it's time to reflect and make changes. The Stoic philosophy encourages us to strive for virtue and wisdom. Arrogance, dishonesty, lack of self-control, unreliability, disrespecting others, impatience, negativity, ingratitude, and lack of empathy. These attitudes are stumbling blocks on that path. Each of them can erode respect, but by being aware, we have the power to change. Recalling the Stoic mantra, we control our actions and reactions, not the actions of others or the events around us, can help us cultivate the right attitudes. So let's strive for humility instead of arrogance, honesty over dishonesty. Let's exercise self-control, be reliable, and respect others. Let's replace impatience with patience, negativity with positivity, ingratitude with gratitude, and cultivate empathy. Remember, respect is earned, not given. Adopt the Stoic way and see the transformation in your respect among peers.